Hello, my dear Capricorn. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of October with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And this will be a love reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this side is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love and spirituality readings for Libra season that is already up. You can also check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos that the playlist contains. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. And when I open your deck here, I see 7 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So it seems like you have been able to see through some illusion, Capricorn, and you don't want to make an effort for this situation anymore because it's full of lies and deceptions and manipulations, and maybe someone has been trying to tell you that the castle is just around the corner if you just believe in them or trust them, and now you don't believe that to be true anymore. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the Knight of Swords with the 10 of Wands here. So it seems like this person might have kept you occupied and having like an alternative agenda with what they were doing. They were maybe putting a lot of things on you in this relationship. Do this, do that, or love me like this or love me like that. But they are preoccupied with something else here. I want to understand what that is. What is this? Whoops. Knight of Swords running towards summon. So it's actually it's the same posture here. 13. When you choose this card, it's a symbol to create a ritual and connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. How do you communicate with your powers or with me, your goddess? Now is the time to meditate, pray, and acknowledge the sacred in every experience. Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your curse, and summon even me. You're inquiring about something important. Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. Choose another card if you need more understanding of my wisdom for you. So it seems like this person is in a very much a hurry, and to be in connection with oneself and one's own spirituality, we can't be in this kind of a hurry. I'm thinking there's a lot of miscommunications, and maybe the person thinks that they want a certain thing from this situation when they really want something totally different. But we'll see. I'll put it here. Okay. So I call the 6 elements, and here we have the 6 of Swords with the 10 of Wands in reversed. So again, it feels like you just want to drop this person or this situation, but it's very hard because you have some connection to this situation and emotional connection. This is 6, so it's connected to the Lover's card, and you have fought very hard for this. So it seems like there's a little bit of rubber band in this situation, almost like a life thread between you and the other person that's impossible to cut off. And it might be like a spiritual connection between you two, but this person is running away from it by maybe not taking full responsibility, and also not for themselves and their personal growth, but also not for communicating with you in a truthful way. Maybe they have also communicated in truthful ways, but maybe you really didn't want to believe in them. Sometimes when people don't say the things we don't want to hear, when they say the things we don't want to hear, we tend to not listen. So a 9 of Pentacles is coming out. So it kind of encourages you to be strong and laid back and kind of cool in this situation. Let another person run to the hamster wheel in warp speed while you are taking a little bit more time for yourself. Don't engage in this unnecessary conflict. If someone running around biting their own tail, let them do that, okay? Be the high priestess, okay? If you can be a good example and be in connection like this, you might help the other person to grow. If you stay in connection, if you don't get caught up by the drama, the other person might find it less fun, but less interesting. A lot of people actually thinks it's funny to be in drama. They get exhilarated, something happened, there's excitement, but usually it doesn't last, because it's often have very bad consequences to this situation, and often you don't get out the thing you want to by being dramatic or throwing a fit. The other person might just be tired, get tired and walk away. So then we stand there with nothing. And then it's not so funny. So I will just tune in to you and your situation in October for a few seconds here. Okay. So this is your new bottom of the deck. So judgment, be the grown up in this situation. See the situation from above. Don't take it personally. See it as if you are in conflict with someone. We saw the 5 of Wands. Don't take it to heart, okay? See it as a situation where people need to figure themselves out. You need to figure yourself out. The other person needs to figure themselves out. And don't be caught up in the drama, okay? So, and this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's a Page of Pentacles in the reversed. So I'm thinking someone has put on a little bit too big shoes in this relationship. Maybe wanting to live up to your expectations, but then feeling overburdened by it, or like too much responsibilities or too much demands on them, and that's why they are kind of running away from this responsibility, or from the truth, or from real communication. So this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. This is situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you, and your feelings towards them, the bond between you two, their feelings towards you. And this is your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for October, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we'll start with a situation here. And we have the Emperor in the reverse. So Emperor is Aries, it's the head, logic, being stubborn, refusing to yield, and to trying to take control over a situation. And I'm thinking someone has been trying to take control over you in a rather manipulative way, not because they are evil, but because they want control. If we have a lot of insecurities, we want to push certain buttons and get a certain result. And a lot of people can put in a lot of effort in trying to figure out what the result is if I press this button. And they're putting a lot of time to think about, okay, if I do this, how will that person react? If I do this, then that will be the consequence. And so I'm thinking someone is really vulnerable here in this situation, and they can't stand if things will get them out of hand. So therefore they are trying to have this negative kind of control. It's negative because it's both immature, and it's also affecting other people, because we don't like to be manipulated. no one likes it. It's unfair. Even monkeys doesn't agree with things that's unfair. So we have it in our roots, in our spine, that we don't want to be treated in a shady way. Okay, so even if it's for another person's insecurities, to kind of calm them down. So this is what's on your mind, about the person most on your mind, and it's you don't want to put more effort into this situation because you feel that they don't put in enough effort. So I want to see a little bit more with that, what it is that you're pointing towards. Confidence. Maybe before you were scared of the consequences if you didn't let this other person control you, and now it feels like you have found a friend almost inside yourself. The horse is it carries you, it's being your loyal friend, it kind of saves you, so it might be a part of you that saves you. There are a few of my chosen ones who have the confidence and courage to live forever. There is one such immortal being who has kept his oracle safe in a castle in the Isle of Skye to be given to you when the time is right. This time is now. This is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through your life's challenges and receive my gifts. Know that I have chosen you and that you have everything you need to make the right decision. Walk with your head held high and take the next step towards your goal with confidence. I will be with you every step of the way. So I'm thinking there's a little bit tough love that's needed here, and to be able to give tough love to other people, to not follow their lead or not jump when they say jump, even if we know they're going to be all red in the face and maybe getting some nosebleed, is to be very confident in ourselves and kind of become the emperor. So I'm thinking that's a little bit the key here, to become more stubborn than the other person and even more rock solid. There's a lot of cliffs here, and this looks like to be made of concrete, so it's very rock solid. So if you become like grown up and stubborn for real, not because you want to control the situation, but that you want to cost off of some other person's control and manipulations. They can control you by, for example, if you don't do this, I won't love you anymore. Or if you act in a certain way, you maybe tell the person how you really feel about the situation and what issues you see, and they're just walking away. So this is a way to manipulate you, to make you submiss to agreeing to not looking into certain things, for example, to not talk about certain things or express certain things. So you feel like you have done your part with trying to make the other person comfortable and work on the relationship, but you probably don't feel like they are making their part. I'm thinking they are. In some way they are growing spiritually here. It's just that maybe it's not really felt by you in this moment. Okay, so and this is what's on their mind about you, and I'm thinking this is a picture of themselves, so they might be a little bit at this time a little bit self-absorbed. What can I do to get ahead? What can I do to win in this situation? But the Six of Wands is really a good card. It's a person being a good example, but I'm just feeling here a little bit smugness, and I want to understand why. The Moon. Okay, so I'm thinking it has to do with this trickery and illusions, that the person wants to be perceived as a good person, but maybe by shading certain things that they don't want you to know, or to keep you out of the loop with certain things. So if you are onto them and maybe you have seen some inconsistency and you are telling them the inconsistency, they might say, oh, you're crazy, or that didn't even happen, or I never said that, because they want to keep you in this illusion here. And this is a sign that you must trust your gut. Your instinct and intuition will lead the way through the darkness. When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it's necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that they mean something else altogether. And you have this power. You are being asked to use it now. Choose another card for a deeper look at what's really going on behind the scenes. And we'll do that a little bit later, but we'll pick up more of the cards. But it feels like they are pretty sure that they will be able to make you cave. They just need to go with their head held high and you will chase them. So that's what I'm feeling there. Okay, so this is the bond between you two. And we have the icon for the mother here, and she comes in the reversed. So I was actually answering a comment in the comment section just about where I got this image, and I'm getting it now again, about the person that wants to squeeze a lot of love out of their mother, a lot of care. So they're always making their mother or their parent kind of in distress by doing crazy things or shenanigans, or by always being unhappy or complaining about things, and so that this person will give even more care to the situation and make the other person feel pampered and unconditionally loved. This is of course a one-way street where one is kind of sucking the other person dry of their energy. And if we have had that pattern when we were small, maybe it was necessary for the child's survival. If we're not getting enough attention from our parents, for example, we might do a lot of stupid things to at least get some negative attention from them. But if this has been transformed now to grown-up relationships, it needs to, of course, be addressed. And the first thing is for the person that's playing the mother or the parent in this situation to not continuously trying to fix the situation when someone else is trying to destroy it, or being kind of self-destructive or destructive towards the situation, or not helping at least. Okay, so this is your feelings in this situation, and we can see you are walking in your different directions. This person is thinking, oh, they're going to run after me, and you are not. You're thinking, I'm going to start anew on my own. I don't need this person. I only need myself and my loyal friends. And so you seem to, you don't want to be touched so much with this situation anymore. You would want something new and fresh, something that hasn't been chewed through a million times. And now you have tried this 8,000 times, maybe with the 8 of Pentacles there, and try to get some kind of cooperation, but it's obviously not coming. And we have both the Emperor and the Empress in the reverse here, and the Fool is also connected to the Emperor. So I'm thinking this person has been kind of ruling the Emperor role, but the child Emperor, then the stubborn, that is kind of asking too much from their surrounding, so like the bad spoiled king. And this mother has been codependent to the situation and given too much. And here you are kind of taking over the role from the masculine and becoming the child yourself, because you have probably tried to give a lot to this situation to be able to get something for your inner child, to also get love and appreciation and fun and happiness. But since you're not getting this out of this situation because the person refused to give it, or refused to have an equal relationship, you are deciding, I will find this for myself. Hopefully you will find it inside of you. It's the best way, it's the best place to find it, because then it's always with you. And if it's always with you, it will also mirror out in the world, so will reflect back to you. And this is their feelings towards you. So they are like the little kid that have locked themselves in their room and waiting for their parents to come and say, hey, we're sorry, we didn't mean to yell at you for that thing. Can you please come down to dinner now? So that's what I'm getting. They want to be kind of persuaded into getting back into the relationship again. They want to be run after, and they want someone to kiss their little behind a little bit so that they will feel that they are loved again. So it's really like a little boy or a little girl here in this equation. Okay. So this is your behaviors and attitudes, and we have the 2 of coins in the reverse. So that is you really just dropping the situation or dropping the ball on this situation, because it doesn't give you the sense of harmony and balance that you have tried to achieve by putting in a lot of effort into the situation, and it's not really being that fun either. It's more like you have carried the situation for both individuals in this situation. So you're dropping the ball on them. As this, I'm going to walk away. Okay, and this is their behaviors and attitudes, and we have the Ace of Wands there. So not trying to make an effort and continue being self-destructive. If you would actually, let's say that you would call them in this situation, I'm not seeing that, but just as an example, they would probably say, no, I'm not too into that. I don't want to meet for coffee. We are done with each other, because they want you to chase them even more. So that's what I'm seeing there. And this is the outcome, and we have the 5 of Wands. So we got the 5 of Wands also when we shuffle, that there's a battle of will here. Ace of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands. This person wants to win and wants to maybe summon you to obey to their small shenanigans here. So I will see what's this for you. How will this situation be perceived from your perspective? High Priestess of Spirit, number 7. So I will read this card for you. I am Nyx, goddess of night, and you have chosen this symbol to help guide you on this journey to find an answer to your question. Consider that there is an invisible spirit within all living things. Know that all things, events and experience are woven together like a magical web that can be seen only in the darkest nights and not by human eyes. My child, everything that you need to know is part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, and a significant experience are all orchestrated by me to help you become the powerful being you are meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to the what soon enough, but I keep secret the why for a while longer. You might step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. So I'm getting the sense that you won't engage too much in this battle. You don't even understand why there is a battle, because you're really just trying to be the best version of you, and you just hoping for the other person to be the best version of them. But since they're in imbalance, you are kind of holding one end of the bargain and the other person the other. With the 5 of Wands, you need to battle this through. So you will become so tired of curling them that you will stop doing that. And they will be so alone with their walking away and refusing to engage or do something positive for a change, that they will be bored out of the skull and really depressed. And that is when you can meet halfway and this person opens their heart, and you will probably still be, available for that, but you will never ever let someone play you like this again when you notice it. Okay, we can't help if we are played when we're not noticing or understanding that we are. It's just when we have realized this, we can do something about it. So this is advice card for you, and it's dream talk. Your subconscious constantly, subtly speaks to your dreams. It is just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbol, messages, and more. So I'm thinking there's a clue to why this is happening and what you're supposed to do here. If you just listen a little bit more to your dreams, if you have a hard time understanding them or even to remember them, if you have a hard time remembering them, you can just write down the sensation that you feel when you wake up. Am I sad? Am I feeling lonely, abandoned, happy, exhilarated? Do I want to call someone, or what is the feeling I'm waking up with? or can you perceive like a mood or a person or a color? The more attention you put to your dreams, the more you will remember. So the way to start to remember your dreams is to put some effort into them, and they will reward you. You can also be attentive of other symbols like a crow landing on your car, things like this. And you can Google it, usually gives very good answers. So I will want to ask what this person is going to do. We have the High Priestess here. So there's not... this is very spiritual, empathic person beneath this whole thing, with their childish manipulations, and they know things. I think they knew it already when they were small. It's almost like they're testing you, if you know it too, or if they are totally alone in the world, if that makes sense. If you know too, because if they have been treated in certain ways, which they are treating you now, and you are saying radically no to it, they know they have found a kindred spirit here. Okay, if you don't agree to it either, then their parents were wrong, kind of. And we have Butterfly here, so I was asking a little bit about you here. And the first thing I'm getting is that this person is, from a spiritual level, they are this difficult. So you would stop curling people. So you stop, you know, being this nice to people that don't deserve your niceness. So they're really here for your transformation to begin with, and then what's happening with them, that's another story for us to be. It will probably revealed with time. And so I'm guessing the song Tough Love is for you, Capricorn. So I'll write it down. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful. If you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on your spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. The next round of astrological videos will be my love and spirituality readings that I will do in the middle of October for all the signs. And also keep on the lookout for the pick a card readings and the near personal readings that will be spread throughout the month. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. So until next time, take really good care and bye-bye.